Hey everyone, it's Tay with Spectacular Gadgets, and in this video, we'll be unboxing the Sony Xperia 10 Plus. Now, I have not owned a Sony device in many years. I couldn't even tell you how long it's been, so this is pretty exciting for me to actually get a Sony device in hand. Let's take a quick look around the box. In my opinion, the box or the packaging is plain Jane, just pretty simple. Not much in the terms of presentation here, but who cares? It's what's inside the box that matters. So go ahead and we'll take the tape or cut the tape off to reveal the device. And once we have the lid off, we do have the device in sight. It's pretty light and it's in plastic. Put that off to the side. And inside we have manuals for days. Next up we have the charging cable, which is type C. And then the last thing in the box is the charging brick. It's got a little dust on it and it has Sony branding. Here is everything that you get inside the box. There's no case or earbuds or dongles or anything like that, but you have everything that you need to use the device. So picking up the device, I will go ahead and take it out of the plastic. Pulling the device out of the plastic, my first thought is this device looks very clean and has a simple look. 2 cameras, a flash, the nice Sony branding, not too big on the back of the device. Now on the bottom, we have 2 speaker grills in the type C port, but only one of those speakers is actually working. The left side of the device has the SIM tray door, and look how well designed the SIM tray door is. It's pretty sturdy and it feels like it will not break. And then off to the right side, you have your fingerprint scanner, so we'll have to test that out, as well as your up and down volume keys plus the power button. So it seems like everything's on the right side. Now to the top of the device, we actually have a headphone jack, which is why there's no dongle included in the box. And then we have the microphone next to the headphone jack. Now taking a look at the screen, you'll notice that this is a little taller than most devices out there. The device features a 6.5 21:9 wide display full HD screen. And then to the top front, we see an 8 megapixel front facing camera. And off to the left, you have your earpiece. There is no chin with this screen, just a lot of forehead. I'm gonna go ahead and power the device on. This device is running Qualcomm Snapdragon 636, so it's not the latest 855. It also has a 3000 milliamp battery, and it does support a micro SD card up to 512 gigabytes, I believe. So you have that added extra storage if you need that. So what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and put my information in, and I will be right back with you. So I've just finished putting in all my information, and now we can go take a look at the fingerprint setup. So I'll fast forward this, but I am using my thumb and then my pointer finger of my left hand. So now that everything is in there, I see a lot of apps that's already added. I'll get rid of that. And now it says you're ready to go. Now looking at the screen, you can see the top bezel of the phone is pretty huge. Let's scroll through the apps, and it's still downloading a lot of the applications, but you can see the 636. It can scroll through all of those apps without any hiccups. Let's take a look at the camera. Okay, so we have to do the initial agreeing to location and all that stuff. So as you see, I'm gonna take a quick shot of the Galaxy Watch, and we will allow, but I want to go ahead and zoom in and see. Okay, got it. I want to go ahead and zoom in and see, does it lose any of the characteristics of the picture? Does it get kind of grainy? And for being so close up, I think it did a pretty decent job. These are pre-installed photos, and I like to use these to test out the viewing angles of the device. I think the viewing angles here for these photos look pretty decent. What do you guys think? taking a look at some of the options of the rear facing cameras, which are 12 megapixel and 8 megapixel cameras. You have a few options right here in features. This phone also gives you the option to choose the aspect ratio. If we go ahead and take a look at that, it's up at the top. Okay, so you have 4 options, and I'm going to leave it at the 21:9. Let's take a quick selfie pic, and it snaps pretty decently. It has a smoothing effect, beauty effect, I feel. So take a look at this real quick. I forgot to mention it has an LED notifications, so no app needed. Let's take a quick look at how quick the fingerprint sensor is. It's a slight delay, but I think it should do pretty decently. It's a nice side fingerprint sensor. So next up, let's go ahead and test out the audio and video. I put the screen brightness to max, so we can go ahead. Oh, another thing, check this out. One-handed use, and it's easy to go ahead and put it back to normal. So we'll go to YouTube and check out a video to listen to the audio and video quality. Here we go. And videos in different lighting conditions to show you what my experience was like. All videos and photos were shot in auto mode, but the G7 does have manual mode, so keep that in mind. Let's take a look at some of the samples. Next up, PUBG. Let's see how this device functions and operates. Does it heat up? The one thing I'm going to say right now is I know that I'm going to muffle the sound with this single firing speaker at the bottom. And so let's take a look. So as I'm gathering my supplies and weapons and whatnot, I can tell you right now the device is heating up. Closer towards the top of the device, it is heating up. Don't you run from me, get back here. Playing PUBG on this device is doable due to the specs. It did come in at playing with the lowest graphics of PUBG. I did notice it did continue to warm or stay heated while playing PUBG. I didn't get too many hiccups here and there, but like I said, it's still doable to play. This completes my unboxing and first impressions of the Sony Xperia 10 Plus. I would like to thank everyone for taking the time out to watch the video, and I would like everyone to have a spectacular day. Until next time, later.